Right, stay with us here on Total Football. The Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola about to sit down for his press conference. The Premier League back with a bang this weekend. The Manchester derby live on Super Sunday. Question marks on both sides regarding goalkeepers. We will ask Pep about Gianluigi Donnarumma. Will he make his debut this weekend against Manchester United? Plenty of injuries to deal with as well for Guardiola. Turkey will be a notable absence. He suffered that thigh issue before the international break. Of course, we'll ask Pep for an update on that. Marmoush as well, set to miss the derby after picking up that injury on duty for Egypt. So yes, plenty to get into with Pep Guardiola. As I said, as soon as the City boss sits down, we will bring that to you live right here on Total Football.
Disappointing start to the season for Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. Will he throw in new goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma for the Manchester derby at the Etihad on Sunday? Well, it seems as though Ruben Amorim will stick with what he's got. Altay Bayindir expected to start for United as they look for back-to-back league victories against their rival City. Well, on the subject of the Manchester derby, let's just start this hour with some breaking news from Manchester City. And Rico Lewis has signed a new 2-year contract extension at the club, which will keep him there until 2030. Still only 20 years of age, turns 21 in November, but already won 7 major trophies with City since graduating through the academy in 2022. Also been given 5 England caps as well. Let's just bring you a few quotes from Rico Lewis, who says, "Manchester City mean everything to me. So to have been given the opportunity to sign this new contract is such a special moment, both for me personally and my family. I'm still improving and developing as a player, and I know that the opportunity to carry on working with Pep, his coaching team, and our amazing squad will only help me to keep getting better." He goes on to say, "I will give everything to try and help us look to achieve more success both this season and beyond, and with the world-class squad we have, I am very excited about what the future holds for the club." Rico Lewis with a new Manchester City contract that takes him up until 2030. And Lewis should be available for the Manchester derby, which could see Gianluigi Donnarumma make his debut for City on Super Sunday. Donnarumma is widely regarded as the world's best goalkeeper, but Pep Guardiola isn't expecting the Italian to match the footwork of his predecessor Ederson and knows he has other great attributes. Guardiola insists that James Trafford still has a big role to play this season and has also expanded on Ederson's exit.
Always I try to adapt the quality of the players. I will not demand to Gigi to do something like is uncomfortable. We are talking about the best players I ever seen in the distribution in short and long I ever seen with Ederson. So we didn't take Gigi to do what Ederson have done. Gigi have another quality, and you're talking about the wingers that he had in the past. For example, Riyad, Raheem, or Leroy is completely different than the winger that we have. So it's not. So when you say one analysis, one player, it looks like you want to undermine the other one. It's not about that.
What does he give you that you didn't have?
He's so tall. That gives us. It's so huge.
You've not always had that though. Like
all the keepers we want to save balls and give us confidence to the team and personalities, a big presence and the bigger stages. So the Champions League has done last season in Villa Park, in Anfield, and in many games prove how good it is. And he's going to concede goals. That's for sure. He's going to concede goals. But in all of us, we are going to try to hold in that don't happen.
And where does that? Where does it leave James Trafford now? Because
he's a keeper for Man City. Listen, the keepers play one. You know, I can play with 2 fullbacks in the same time, 2 central defenders. A keeper. It's not happen. And of course, season is so long. Now start the real season for many games, and everybody will be involved. They don't believe it, but it's going to happen.
Just back to Ederson. His exit, was it more his decision than the club's?
At the end, these kind of players' decisions are, both. There are players that want the agent, right? That decisions have been made for the players. Decisions have been made for the club. and I'm part of the club. So Eddie was 2 years. I was thinking, okay, I've done everything after win the Champions League. I won Premier Leagues and the other one for my family as well. To me, an experience didn't happen. It happened this summer, this moment.
Well, Erling Haaland returns from the international break, having scored 5 goals in one game for Norway against Moldova. But Arne Slot earlier described Alexander Isak as perhaps the best striker in the world. But this was Pep's response on his main man.
A little bit above.
He's above. His statistics show it anyway, don't they? His goal scoring.
Listen, it's the same way I answered before. Isak is an exceptional player. You asked me what Erling is as a striker, so it's top. But of course, must be top player Isak because what they paid. So it's obviously.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's saying Isaac's not a good player, but Erling's statistics suggest that he really is a phenomenon.
Another one will say Mbappe, and I will say that another one they say Messi, another one they say Cristiano. That's fine, you know. That's why it's a game of opinions, and everybody can have his right. So I'm not saying that is what I'm saying, that I will not change Erling for anyone.
Ruben Amorim has confirmed that Altay Bayındır will remain in goal for United in Sunday's derby, despite the signing of Sena Lammens on deadline day. Criticism has been aimed at Bayındır following an uncertain start to the season, but Amorim insists he still has his full support.
It's a different league, it's a different country, different trainings, different ball. So we'll try to maintain that, and they will fight for the position. So for me, for this game, it's clear Altay will start.
It's a show of faith in Altay, though, as well, isn't it, for you?
I think sometimes is to connect even with Andre. We saw Andre Onana did a very, very good season in Inter. The quality is there, but we are in the club sometimes. In the moment, things are is getting harder and harder, and you can be really experienced. But in this club, the pressure sometimes is so hard on every detail. Sometimes you need a change. So we believe a lot in our goalkeepers. I believe in Altay. He's ready to play, and he's going to play.
Well, Amorim mentioned Andre Onana there, who's completed a loan move to Turkish side Trabzonspor after Lammens arrived at Old Trafford. The United boss believes Onana's departure was best for all parties.
I think not just us as a club, but also Andre. I think we understood that this needed a change, and sometimes it's hard to point why. It's the performance, the moment, the bad luck in some moments was hard on him. Was hard on us, and our thinking is to have a change in the goalkeepers. But I wish the best to Andre Onana. He was really good on working, trying to help the players. But sometimes you can have all the quality in the world, but sometimes you need to change the environment to return to your level. And I think was the feeling not just from us, but also from Andre.